I'm super happy to be on with you guys this morning. I have an all new workout that I created a couple days ago. I just wasn't feeling well enough to do it. I am still not 100%. I'm probably going to be, coughing and sniffing a little bit, but I feel really good. This is my plank attack. So every single exercise we're going to do is a plank. Now, what's really important to remember with planks is good form. It is the most important thing with every exercise, but especially with these. You have to really, really focus on keeping everything tight. When you don't keep things tight, you're just not, you're opening yourself up to injury. You're not going to get the full benefits of the exercise. So I am crazy about that. So let's start to jog it out. This is a great total body workout. Planks are an amazing exercise. We are going to be strengthening our core with every single move that we do. And your core is part of your abs, back, butt, right? So when I say keep your core tight, someone wrote to me and said, I'm trying to figure out what that means. Imagine if someone was going to punch you in the stomach and you want to get ready to take that blow. That's what keeping your core tight feels like. So that means that you have to just be cognizant of it. When you're in a plank, you want to be in a straight line from your head to your heels. This is a challenging workout, so we are going to modify. We are going to take lots of breaks. You are going to be proud of yourself the entire way. This is a safe place for you to just push yourself, do the best you can, and pay attention to your progress. That's what it's all about. It's not about being perfect. We are not here to be perfect. We are here to push ourselves and work hard, because I believe that by doing this, it spreads into all these other areas of your life. So we're going to go for a minute on each, but again, multiple breaks. Use good form. Breathe, breathe, breathe. The first one. Your hands are directly underneath your shoulders. Obviously, very important that you know how to do a proper plank. Your feet are together. Everything is tight. You do not want your hips to sink. You don't want to be in this position, straight line from your head to your heels. So get into that position. A modified version of this is being on your forearms, but it's really not going to make it that much easier. So your hands are directly underneath your shoulders, and I want you to squeeze your glutes and your hamstrings to lift your leg up. Keep your entire core tight, but then you're squeezing your glute and your hamstring to get those legs up as high as you can. You have to breathe. Your feet can be apart a little bit to give you better stability. Don't start raising your butt up. You're going to want to do that as you get fatigued. Don't do it. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You can go onto all fours to take a break. As many breaks as you need, remember. But you don't quit. You finish the minute. Don't start sticking that butt up in the air. I noticed I was doing that. Okay, we're going to go into downward facing dog. After each one, stretch those fingers as far away from you as they'll go. Good job. Next one we are going to do, I'm going to try to get in this position so you can see. So we're going to get in a forearm plank. Okay, you might want to fold your mat over to give you a little bit more padding. So we are going to be in a forearm plank. You're going to turn onto your side. Now, when you turn onto your side, you can stack your feet, but for more stability, put one right in front of the other. Your arm goes up. So you're going to go from side to side. So you're up on your toes when you make the turn, and then you're either one in front of the other or you're stacked. So again, I'm going to fold my mat over and actually just have it up top to give me more cushioning in my forearms. Same rules apply though. Everything's tight. You don't let your hips sink. You don't raise them up. Straight line. Woo! If you lose your balance, that's okay. You're moving in a slow and controlled way. Your arm goes up. Everything is tight. Everything. You can also spread your palm out to give you a little more stability. When you need a break, you can come right here and just rest for a second. You can start to modify if you want and do that. It's not that much of a break though, I'm just warning you. We have 10 seconds. When you're feeling really, really tired, take a break. And that's it. So again, child's pose, stretch those fingertips out in front of you. Clearly, this is a workout you can do anything or anywhere because you don't need equipment, which is really nice. Okay, so the next one we're going to do, we're going to work on our triceps. So your hands are going to be directly underneath you. You are going to lower a little bit. Keep your elbows in tight, and you're going to push up. So it's not a push-up. You're really only lowering yourself about 4 inches. If that, you can certainly be on your knees for this in more of a modified push-up, but I want you to really focus on keeping that core tight, keeping that straight line. It's hard. Take breaks. Don't quit. We always finish the minute. That is our big thing here at ViscoFit. So you see, I'm not lowering myself a lot, 3 to 4 inches, and I'm squeezing those triceps on the way down and on the way back up. This one's super challenging. Take those breaks when you need to, 3 to 4 seconds, get back into it. If 8 seconds later you need another break, that's what you do. You're gonna see me taking lots of them, so it's all good. We are in this together. We do hard things here, but the benefits are incredible. Keep that core tight. You're gonna wanna start loosening this area. Don't do it. We have less than 10 seconds. Let's fight through it. 5 seconds. And done. Stretch those, get into child's pose, sit back on your feet, stretch those fingers as far out as they'll go. This is great because you feel it in your chest, your arms, your triceps. Good, good stuff. Okay, next one we're gonna do. You wanna get light weights, certainly no more than a 5. You want to be able to wrap your hands around them. If you can't, no big deal. I'll show you a modification for that. So you see, I'm not using my whole mat. I'm going to keep it folded over just so I have, even though I'm on the rug, I want to have a little bit more padding to increase the comfort level. So with this one, these are actually not going to work because I can't keep my hands fully around those. So you might find that with your smaller weights, it's a little harder to keep your hands around, and that's okay. You can just leave them in place. But the whole point is that you're going to get into a plank. You're going to put your feet wide, and you are going to curl and curl. So this is super challenging. Take as many breaks as you need to. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Keep that core tight. The most important thing is not how heavy you're lifting, not how many you're doing. You're squeezing that bicep to curl up, nice and slow, total control. If this hurts your hands or if you cannot get your hands around your weights, you keep them on the ground and you switch one to the other. Neither one is easy. That's just all there is to it. I'm going to keep my hands around. But again, you've got to have your feet more than shoulder width apart. Keep that core tight. Squeeze, 10 seconds. We can do this. 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1, done. Put your weights off to the side. Get into child's pose. So, what's the biggest challenge you're having right now? Probably for most of you, it's one of two things. It's feeling like you need to take a lot of breaks because you're gassing out in your arms and your chest and your shoulders. Got it, of course you are. These are challenging. So A, that's normal. B, that's the way you should be feeling. That means your muscles are working really hard. You're also probably noticing that you're having a hard time keeping your core tight as the minute goes on. Again, that's perfectly normal. That's why you really have to make that concentrated effort to just keep re-engaging it. When you find you're not engaging it at all, you stop, take a break, re-engage. That's why breaks are good. Okay. Now the next one is a little bit more advanced, so just watch. You're gonna have your hands directly under your shoulders. You're going to step up and over and look up with your hand. So if you are new, just practice stepping over. Even if you can't get all the way over and you just kind of twist a little bit, it helps your muscles get used to that motion. So be very careful. Listen to your body. Don't do anything that hurts. If you cannot do these, don't despair. Stay in a plank and just hold it. Take breaks whenever you need to. So you step over, so you're facing up, you come back. Step over, and as your foot is about to hit the ground, that's when your arm comes up. Your core has to be insanely tight. Insanely tight. I really love these. I love the way they feel. I love that I can feel everything working. And your body is such a beautiful, miraculous thing. The fact that all these muscles and bones and tendons work together to help you control your body and help it move the way you want it to move. Do not get discouraged if you can't do these. As I said in the beginning, there are more advanced moves. 3, 2, 1, done. Back into child's pose, stretch those fingers out. But if I don't throw advanced moves in there, you don't see where you're headed. If we just keep doing the same thing over and over again and keep only doing modified moves, that's not going to get you where you want to be. It's better than nothing, certainly, and it's what you should be doing initially. But once you're 3-4 months into it, you want to be trying new things. You want to see what your body can do, given its newfound strength, energy, ability. Okay. All right. Now, I know you're getting tired, so am I. It's fine to just stop, have a drink. I don't want you guzzling water. If your heart is really pounding and your breath is, you find you're sucking wind, bend over, put your hands on your knees. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. And you notice pretty much immediately that your heart rate slows, your breath gets more controlled. Oh, Michelle. Yes, definitely have your coffee. That's what I do. There's my coffee cup. There's Tom. We love Tom. For those of you that are new, this is Tom Selleck, dressed like Napoleon. I don't really know why he's dressed like Napoleon, but after I was separated and I moved and got my own apartment and basically, started a new phase of life, and my dad had died, and it was a whole bunch of awful stuff going on. And I saw this pillow, and my dad and I were super tight. And when I was young, we used to watch Magnum PI together. And so I bought Tom, and he has brought me comfort many, many times. I'm going to start to cry. And so I sit in there, and it reminds me of my dad, and he's sort of become the ViscoFit mascot, which is funny. Okay. All right, now we're going to do plank crunches. So we're going to target our abs. You're going to get into a plank. You're going to bring your knee to your elbow. Okay? This is another challenging exercise. Your balance is going to come into play in a big way. If your balance is terrible, are you going to get down on yourself and be mean to yourself? You better not, because I'll come find you. What you can do is, if your balance is really awful, be on your knees and just get a feel for how you want to squeeze. Then once you get that feeling, then pop up into the plank and do what you need to do. And try a couple of them, but you have to stay wide. You just have to really squeeze your abs. That's what the focus is. So arm out straight, squeeze your knee to your elbow. If you can only get to here to keep your balance, that's fine. Again, this is a more advanced move. So certainly you can do these just to get a feel for what that crunch is. If this was easy, everybody would do it. Everybody doesn't. But you keep trying. What's that saying? Like, anything worth doing is hard. It's true. Having kids, being married, doing a job that you love, being a good parent. It's hard, but it's all worth it. All worth it. Okay, so this one is not as advanced. We're going to be in a plank. Your feet are about 8 inches apart, and I want you to push into down dog. So you'll get your down dog position when you're up. If you can put your heels on the ground, that's great. I cannot do it. If your legs are a little bit bent, so be it. Mine are too. And you're going to push up, get that tailbone up in the air, push back with those hands, then come back into a plank. So when you come back into the plank, your hands are going to be a little bit lower than normal. That's okay. You just keep everything tight. Use really good form. So push up, place your feet. See if you can get your heels as close to the ground as possible. Come forward. Push back up. Again, adjust yourself to have the right position for both. Keep that core tight. Your shoulders are going to be on fire. And we take breaks when we need to. Yeah, we do. Yes, we do. I'm sorry, I'm coughing. Less than 10 seconds. Fight to the finish. You got this, I promise. 2, 1, and done. Go into downward facing dog. Stretch those fingers far out in front of you. Guys, we're almost done. So now what I want you to do, if you have a ball, I want you to use it. If you don't have a ball, you can use a chair. Just make sure it's super stable. Okay? If you are new, use a chair, use something fixed. Or if you want to use your ball, just shove it into a corner, shove it up against your couch, whatever. You're going to get on the ball. I am shockingly ungraceful on this ball, but I still love it. Okay, so you want the ball underneath your shins. And I'm sorry, I'm coughing. Trying not to cough. And we're going to hold this plank. But see, we're almost done. So we're going to go for 45 seconds. Again, your feet can be up on a chair. That's totally fine. But I am fighting right now with my entire core to stay stable on this ball. I want my hips to sink. I'm not letting them. I am squeezing my core as hard as humanly possible. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Fight for what you want. Fight for good form. Your hands are directly underneath your shoulders. I think you can understand why this workout's only 20 minutes. Maybe next time I have more exercises and I'll go a little longer next time, and there we go. We did it. Whenever I have a new workout, and really every day, I want your feedback. I want to know what you're really enjoying. I want to know what you're struggling with. I want to know what you're seeing progress with. When you guys reach out to me, when I see a message pop up from one of my Visco fitters, it's awesome. It's awesome because generally you're reaching out to tell me about a milestone that you reached, that you bought the next set of weights, that you bought your ball and you used it for the first time, that you lost 25 pounds. One woman wrote me, she lost 55 pounds after, I think, 8 months. So the program works. You have to be consistent. I know it's hard, but it's really such a minimal amount of time. Even if you only go 20 minutes, start with that 3 days a week and build your way up. That's cool, but you have to be consistent. It's the only way you're going to see changes in your body, your energy level. Emotionally, anything you do is great, but the more you do it, the better you're going to feel. It's just all so connected. So I am here to encourage you every step of the way. I will be on tomorrow, same time, 6 a.m. Again, I'm probably going to go 20 minutes just as I'm working to get over this. I actually had to use the inhaler this morning because I could not stop coughing. So that's it for me. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.